Hi, today I'm here with acclaimed chef Lori Finkelman, and we're going to visit for a few minutes about her career and life in food. Lori, after graduating from the CIA, you had a quick rise to the top in your professional career since emerging on the culinary scene. I'd really like for you to give me an abridged version of your story.
Okay, well, I went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, and that was just totally eye-opening. These were the days before food TV and before the chef lifestyle of glamour and fame was abundant, let's say. I had the opportunity to come to Dallas, and it turned out as a New Yorker, I really like hot weather and I really love shopping. I went in thinking to the food business not so much because I loved cooking at the time, but I really loved to eat. I think food is just great to look at, to eat, to play with. And I had the chance to go to France, and I came back to Dallas because, again, I liked it hot. I loved the emerging culinary scene, and I really liked shopping.
Well, that's awesome. What about your driving force and inspiration? I mean, what gets you going?
Everything in the food world gets me going. I love looking at food. I think food is beautiful. I studied art for a while and thought I would do that. And in retrospect, looking back at some of my still life drawings, I have a lot of corn and a lot of tomato. So that's interesting because they're so beautiful. Ask anybody that knows me. I have been to every farmer's market in the country. I just think that they're so fabulous, and if you are with me in a farmer's market, you will have to bear with my excitement.
All right. Now, this is a little bit of a challenging question, but you work with a lot of high-end clientele, and they often have special requirements, especially in a group setting. How do you handle that?
Oof. You have to go into most situations with high-level clients that are typically very demanding in their personal lives and their work lives, and certainly when it comes to their preferences about food. But if you go in understanding that they're going to have certain needs, whether they're dietary or otherwise, that you have to be accommodating. You can attract more bees with honey, and the important part is listening to really what they want, because it's sometimes not exactly what they say.
Exactly. What's your trick to a fun party? For example, if you have a group of 8 people coming over to your house, what would be the best thing that you could possibly think of to create for a dining experience?
Well, I love to entertain. I love to entertain at my house. I love making food for people, and sometimes it can be really simple, and sometimes it can be very elaborate. But the most important thing for me, whether I'm dining out or cooking or eating at somebody else's house, the food has to be delicious. If it's not delicious, why bother? I never intended or wanted to be mediocre in my life. And I think a lot of my personal and work history displays that. So if people come over to my house, I want to be sure, number one, that the food is so tasty they leave the house and go, wow, that was delicious, because that's always the bottom line. So back to the original question, one of the easiest and hardest things to do that are one of my favorite is roasting a chicken. Because I worked in the south of France, herbe de Provence is in my pantry all the time, and a roasted chicken with crackling, crispy skin is so delicious that people will leave saying, wow, and that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so, and what time is dinner tonight?
Yeah, that was last night.
So you've had a lot of accomplishments in your career, obviously, and are there some that you'd like to share that you're especially proud of?
Well, a lot of the places that I had the opportunity to work, because they were opportunities not afforded to everyone. I worked in the south of France with Roger Verger. That was unbelievably difficult, but unbelievably rewarding 5 years later. I had the chance to work with a great team of Europeans when I first came to Dallas, and they taught how to be a professional. I had the great chance, again, to work at the Riviera restaurant for 12 years as the executive chef, where I worked with the most talented people, and we could grow people and grow myself because I was a youngster when I started there. And then working at ExxonMobil's world's headquarters taught me a whole new level of professionalism and food safety and physical safety, things that aren't always associated with chefs. But the thing I'm most proud of, and I'm sincere about this, is the mentoring in the last number of years I was able to do with people in my kitchen. My sous chef and I have worked together since, I hate to say this, we were both very young, but we have worked together for 34 years, and that is a huge accomplishment. So if I can grow people, that gives me joy. And I always said to people who came to work for me that I can teach you to cook, but I can teach you to be a better professional than anybody else. And that has been a great reward in my life.
Well, Lori, thank you so much for your time. Yours is a great American story, and continued success on your journey.
Thank you. Thank you.